So hello guys, for today I'm going to show you something really special, and I'm going to show you how to know your own musical key as a singer or musician. So every singer or musician or every person on earth, you have your own key, and when you know your own musical key, it's easy for you. You know, chords, progression, pitching, singing will be very easy. So a lot of persons are having issues with singing several keys because they are not singing their key. And also, I'm going to show you towards the end of this video what to do when someone is singing a key that is not your original key. So I think the best topic for this should be how to know your original key, but it's good how to know your own musical key as a singer or musician. So let's go straight ahead. So first of all, to know your musical key as a singer, I didn't forget to tell you, please don't forget to like this video before you continue watching. Thank you. Also drop your comments to let me know where you're watching from, so I get to know where you're watching from. Now, it's a very simple thing to know your key. There's an exercise I usually or I've developed over time that works. It's using the mean and median, if you know about this particular kind of mass. So this is it. You're going to get a book and a pen. So when you get a book and a pen, this is how it's going to look. When you want to sing, you can try this exercise with maybe your keyboardist. You can try it with your singer, with any instrumentalist, or your friends, whatever. Now, when you get this pen and a book, after church or after an event or after a gig, or if you have an instrumentalist as a friend, or even you personally, if you want to sing, if you're a singer that plays the instrument, and this applies to any instrument at all, not just piano, both bass, both lead guitar, both saxophone, whatever instrument. Now, this is how it's going to be. Don't play before you sing. That's it. And I mostly say do this before you sleep at night and first thing in the morning when you wake up, just when you're settled and you're done. So that's when you're going to do this particular exercise. So when you wake up and before you sleep. Now, what is this exercise I want to talk about? Is this. And that's why I say don't play before you sing. So sing first before you play the keyboard, because when you play the keyboard or whatever instrument you're playing, eventually your brain is tuned to automatically start singing on the key you're playing. And that's where a lot of people find or have challenge with discovering their key. So this is what to do. You just wake up in the morning and go to your keyboard and sing. You don't have to sing for so long. You can sing for 30 seconds. The most important thing is just to sing and make sure you're able to find your key. So if you're doing this, you have to be someone that can find a key of a song at least. That's why I say it's better to work with your friends who are familiar with finding keys of music and the rest. So this is how it is. So when you come out, you just sing any song. You can pick a song. For example, I can just say, Amazing Grace. Then I look for the key. How sweet the sound. So if you go, Amazing Grace. So this is key F. Amazing Grace. How sweet the sound. One saved her like me. I want. So you've gotten key F, write it down somewhere, key F. When you come back again in the evening after the whole day, journey and everything, this is what you do again. You sing, but don't play before you sing. That's the thing. You sing again. I can just come. Glory be to God in the highest. Any song. It can be a secular song, it can be a gospel song, whatever. Doesn't matter, whatever background you have. In the highest, amen. Then I come. Glory be to God in the highest, amen. Glory be to God. So you see, this is G sharp. That's A flat. Glory be to God in the highest. You see, very easy. Now you've written this one down, G sharp, or you can see right A flat. Now you do this exercise for like 2 weeks. For 2 weeks is okay. You can do for 1 month, but at least 2 weeks, every single day. Do not break. Don't stop at any point. So you go day 1. You can go day 1. You get F and C. You can go day 2. You get different key. You can get D. You can get E. You can get several keys. Now, in the course of this period of time. In the course of this period of time, sorry for the glitch. Let me check something. Why is this glitch? So within this period of time, at the end of the 2-week period, or let's say you can even do for 1 week if you want, but make sure you don't break every single day, you will discover you've sang several keys. Within the course of this experiment, you discover you've sang several keys. You sang on several keys. Now, when you've discovered this, because you're writing them, you're documenting them every day. Now, look at those keys. Which of the keys appears most? Which of the key appears most? So when you check, for example, and you see within that period of time, key A appeared most, it means your key is key A. Simple as A, B, C, D. If you see that key B appeared most, it means your musical key is key B. If you see key C appear, you're going to see several keys. Sometimes, when I even run this experiment for some people, it is even very funny. Sometimes you can see key A appearing 13 times and key C appearing 12 times. So you see how funny it is. So you take the key that appeared most. That is your most comfortable key as a musician. That is your own musical key. So with that, you start improving on that key. You know what I'm saying? Start improving on that particular key. Let's say C appeared most after your experiment. You find out that C becomes your original key. Now, when you want to sing a song, you can just tell the instrumental, can you give me a key on C? I don't know what's happening to this sound, but let's keep going. Now, they'll give you your key C. And someone keep asking you, what is your key? Or you want to sing a song and they ask you, what key do you want to sing? You just go straight, say, my key is C, comfortably. And let me tell you, when you do this, you cannot go off. You can go off actually if you don't do the writing, but say for your voice to crack, it will be very hard for you to have a cracked voice. Number 2, you're going to sing very comfortable. You'll be so relaxed when singing. All the cracking struggles you find will reduce. Number 4, you'll be able to do a lot of vocal techniques comfortably. You'll be able to do a lot of vocal techniques without straining your voice because you're singing quite good. Now, I'm going to tell you, what do you then do if someone is now singing a key that is not your key? Because eventually, as a musician, you're going to face someone sing a key that's not your key. Maybe you want to back up somebody and they are singing a key that is not your key. I'm going to show you what to do. Now, the next thing is this. When you've gotten this particular key of comfort, let's say this is your key of comfort, you understand? This is your key of comfort. What you have to now do is, you now look for the next key that appeared most. So let's say you have key A or key C appearing most within all your expenditures, all your, adventures and you're singing for the 2 week period or 1 week period, and you see that key C appeared most, and the next key, maybe key C appeared 16 times, and the next key is key A that appeared, let's say, 14 times. Then the rest appeared maybe 2 times, 10 times. Then take key A as your next most comfortable key. Take the next key that appears most as your next most comfortable key. Now, when you try this, you will notice a very big difference in your singing. A very mighty big difference in your singing. Now, what do you do? Now, within this period, you now know, for example, you know C. For example, if C is your key, you now know C is your comfortable key, and you know your next comfortable key is, let's say, B flat or A, G sharp, whatever key it is. If someone is singing on a key that is not your comfortable key, let's say you C and you have G sharp as your next most comfortable key because it appeared most, and somebody is going to sing on D sharp, which this is not a comfortable key for you based on the experiment you just carried out. What do you do in this situation? The best thing for you to do is to make sure you avoid trying to do anything unusual. You understand? So because you're not singing on your comfortable key, try not to want to pitch so much. Try not to want to do too much. Just do what you have to do, try and be moderate. Because it's not your key, it's not your original key. So when you see the original key, the singer that is singing is shouting, screaming, pitching, don't go and follow them. You're going to hang, in fact. So make sure you take it calmly, you don't pitch so high because you're not singing on your original key. However, there's a way you can always train yourself, to try to attempt to be comfortable on all keys. But I tell you, there's nothing as sweet as knowing your original key. My own key I sing with, that I'm very, very comfortable, that I've discovered over the years, is B flat. B flat and key A. Now, if I sing on B flat, I'm able to do my riffs, my runs, and I sing very, very comfortable with a good amount of energy. And I would say holy, and I would say holy. You see, and I would say holy, and I would say holy. So I don't struggle when I sing on B flat. It's totally different if I go to sing on C. And I will say holy, and I will say holy. You see, or when I say, and I will say holy, and I will say holy. You see, I'm stretching myself and I want to hit a high octave because that's not my original key. I can sing on it, but it's not my original key. So when I'm singing, I'm very careful. But if I'm on my original key, and I will say holy, and I will say holy, and I will say oh, and I will say holy. I can play, I can do whatever I want to do. I'm confident. You understand? I'm confident in it. It's totally different when I'm singing on C. On C, I'm like, wow, this note I want to hit, G's, But then, like I said, the topic is how to know your own musical key as a singer or musician. I hope this helps you out. So I'm gonna see you in the next week, same time. We'll have premium classes. I mean, I always drop piano lessons weekly. I drop from time to time, but every Monday, that's when we have premium lessons. That's when I drop premium lesson. And also, don't forget to visit my website onlinemusichub.com.ng. I have some other premium lessons on keyboard, on piano playing, on singing, music production. You can go check the ones that are really interesting to you and pick a course there. All right. And don't forget to like and follow, share this video. If you find this video really helpful and you've learned something new today, try it. So I'll be in the comment section. You can ask me whatever question and let's interact. Let me see where you have concerns with when it comes to finding your musical key. Bye.